Martin Miller's iconic 1999 England Icelandic or Iceland gin. What does that mean? Well, Ange is awake. That's number one. So, it's distilled in England, but it's blended with Icelandic waters. It's amazing. Alone just for that. It's 40%, which is right there where a London Dry should be. Originally in 1999, it was called a London Dry gin. But recent updates on the bottle have taken that off because for a long time there was speculation of cucumber essence added after the distillation, and as we know, a true London Dry cannot have anything added afterwards after it's distilled. No sugar, nothing else, no botanicals. So there's a lot of people in the gin world who believe, though they've never said or claimed that there was cucumber added, but it does taste and smell like cucumber is a botanical used. So, speaking of botanicals, we have angelica, cassia, cinnamon, coriander, iris, jupiter. I did that again the other day, sorry. Juniper, of course. Thinking of Florida again. Licorice, nutmeg, orange, and orris. So, by that list right there, we should expect a earthy, floral, citrusy gin experience. So, Martin Miller's gin is one of the forebears of today's contemporary style. Keep in mind that this gin was on shelves back in 1999. The historical context is important as the taste in understanding what this gin is and what it has meant to the gin world. Distilled in 2 separate batches, the team behind Martin Miller's gin separates the citrus from the other botanicals in order to attend to them separately. Pot distilled at the famous Langley's distillery, the real story isn't the first where, which is England, but where it goes from there to Iceland, where the distillate is diluted with fresh Icelandic water, which adds fewer impurities, let's just say that, than water found anywhere else in the world. Whether those impurities are found in quantities above the human threshold for detection are left up for debate. But the Iceland mythos is an important part of the story that Martin Miller's gin tells. From the water inside to the designs of the bottle, which it is a very handsome bottle, I have to say. I remember seeing it years ago and thinking, wow, that looks pretty impressive. It's all tall and whatnot. The gin uses a relatively straightforward list of botanicals as mentioned before, although not officially disclosed, as I was saying before. Drinkers have long suspected cucumber essence has been added post-distillation. Now, we were saying that before. It is in print. It's out there. But the team behind Martin Miller's, by the way, Martin Miller is not an actual person, even though there are Martin Millers out there in the world. But there was 3 gentlemen with some proper English names, one with a very Icelandic name, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce right now, but they were CEOs of a distillery, and they came up with the name based on, they took a bunch of proper English names, and they lined them up in 3 sections, and Martin Miller came together to form Martin Miller's. Which it is a very proper English name, isn't it? Well, let's try it out. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I told you I've had this one before. I always keep a spare bottle of Plymouth, Tanqueray, Beefeater, and Martin Miller's on hand because I love them so much. You never know when one night's gonna get a little bit crazy. So, It's been a while deciphering the essence of the botanicals through the nostril here. But I definitely, right away, smell juniper, citrus, orris root. It's just such a clean. That's the number one word I think I would use in describing this gin here. It's clean, and I think the whole Icelandic water that they use. I know it's promoted to sell more gin. I understand that, but I really do believe that there is something to it, and it brings out this incredible, clean, vibrant smell. Well, if you drink it neat, like I just did, you'll notice right away. Bitter orange zest, fresh juniper, licorice, a very nice traveling burn. Again, 40% isn't too high. I mean, it's right where it needs to be to give you that gin. That's what it's all about. Did I say licorice? Because I'm tasting licorice again. This gin hits the front part of the tongue with the juniper, but then it proceeds to go back to the back of the palate with the heat of the coriander, the cassia, and the cinnamon, which I love those three in combination. It's one of the. I'm making my own. I'm distilling my own gin, and I'm definitely adding those three besides citrus. All right. Well. All right. Let's do our gin and tonic because I really, really appreciate this gin more than it might seem. I'm sure it seems like I appreciate it, though. Tonight we're going to use this little bastard of a cup right here. Since I can't find my red wine or gin glass at the moment, will pop up somewhere. Or I'll remember I broke another one, but I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. Hopefully not my foot. Alright. We're going to add our gin here. And then, like always, we're going to do our Fever Tree tonic. Which is, just as good without gin in it. The other day, traveling to a friend's house after work, popped open one of these, and I put a fresh sprig of mint in the bottle. Finger, upside down, forward. Wow, what a refreshing drink. At only, 30 calories? Might be a little more than that. Yeah, it's a little more than that. I'm thinking of the lower calorie one. 70 calories for 7 ounces. I mean, that's not bad, right? Who knows? Alright, well, we're going to stir this guy up here. And I've had Martin Miller's many times before. I do like to add the Trinity, the Holy Trinity of citrus to this gin, which is standard orange, lemon, and, of course, lime. Grapefruit does go very good in this cocktail as well. I just thought, tonight, though, I'm going to stick with the Trinity while I do this review. Because I have had a few of these in the past, and I know that these three work just so much better Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Salute, eh? Well, earthy, spiced aroma, followed by a healthy amount of the citrus, and then the cucumber comes in, and it's loud, it's present, it's there. I don't know why they don't just admit it. Oh wow. You know, in 1999, when this guy did come out, they were originally the first ones to use cucumber. Hendrix was right around the same time, and we should never, forget what they've done to the contemporary style of gin, which is it's amazing, to say the least. Every bar and every corner of the world has a bottle of Hendrix. I mean, that is saying something. And they also probably have a bottle of Bombay Sapphire and Tanqueray and Beefeater. Now, I would hope they would, but those bottom shelved gins, I just hope they don't have. Like the Gordons and the, what's that other horrible one that's made in Kentucky? I can see the bottle, I just can't see the name. It's so bad, that's what my brain did. It just said, screw it, Joe. We're not gonna remember this. Yes. There's definite orange notes that come out, even more so now that the orange is added here. I love this gin, as I've stated many times in the past 12 minutes now. So, it's readily available, it's easy to find. If you go out to any liquor store, you will, I'm guaranteeing you are gonna find a bottle of Martin Miller, so pick it up. There is another variation. Actually, there's two variations on the market right now. One that's a higher proof version, same version, just higher proof, but it's not Navy strength or overproofed. And then there's another one, I think it's called 9 Moons. I've never tried it, never seen it. It's a specialty gin. I think it is sold here in the U.S., but anywhere I've been here in Middle Tennessee, I haven't been able to find it. I hear it's more reserved for the U.K. And as of recently, I have seen a new Martin Miller's, which I do have an advertisement on the Facebook channel for it. To when it's coming here to the U.S., nobody knows. They a lot of UK gins, they do that. European gins, actually, they do that a lot. They will, like Hendrix here, they have a gin that's only available in the UK, in Europe, and parts of Asia, but not available here in the US, which I don't understand why they do this. I really don't. There are gin fanatics here, just as there are there. Maybe to drive the price up, but I am always on the lookout for that bottle of Hendrix, and the new bottle of Martin Miller's will definitely be a review as soon as it comes here to the States. There is a citrusy, tropical vibe going with the new design, so I'm all about that. Well, from me to you, to everyone else in the world, God bless. Salute again. Cheers. Pick up a bottle of this. You'll really enjoy it. Have a good night. And always drink gin. Nothing else. Gin!